Hello and welcome, Peacock fans, to another episode of Peacocks on the Prowl. I'm Jim Lowry, and joining me today is Coach Brian Diaz of the women's soccer team. Coach, nice to have you here.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, now, Coach, this past weekend you went up to Minnesota Duluth and St. Cloud State. Why don't you tell us about that Minnesota Duluth match?
It was a good match. It was a very gritty match. Both teams played very hard, a very hard-fought physical match. I was really pleased to see our team just put in a really good defensive performance. Got a shutout in the match. Obviously, that puts you in a lot of good positions to win when you can shut out your opponents. The conditions were very foggy, very not the most conducive for soccer, but our team really did a good job of just focusing in on playing hard, playing well defensively, and got the win, got the goal we needed, and walked out of there with an important 3 points on the road. And
then the St. Cloud State match, so close, went into double overtime, heartbreaking at the end there. Can you tell us about that match?
Absolutely heartbreaking. We came into the game a little sluggish on the start. I think we had to make some tactical adjustments during the game. The players adjusted to those very well, and that was what we needed to do. Really went on the front foot the second half and thought we were the better team and probably deserved the win. Unfortunately, doesn't always work out that way, and credit to St. Cloud. They very good team, played well, did what they had to do to get the win in overtime. A little disappointed, obviously. We would have liked to have the 3 points. We'd like to have a point, I guess, at this point. But the team played well and certainly well enough to win. And we talk about it all the time, just playing better and better, and I thought this weekend we played better soccer for longer periods of time than we had in the past, and so we'll continue to move forward and continue playing better soccer for 180 minutes this weekend coming up.
Speaking of better soccer, in the midfield, Bree Fenton had a great couple of matches this week. Can you talk about her a little bit?
Absolutely. Bree Fenton just brings an energy to the field, just a work rate that really isn't matched by anybody in this conference, to be quite honest. She's the proverbial worker bee in there, just doing things defensively to win the ball, doing things in the attack to create chances, has really become a focal point for us in the midfield. She's doing a great job in there.
And then you mentioned the Minnesota Duluth match was a shutout, which is a credit to your backfield and to your goalie. Your backfield led, of course, by Brittany Beckman, and then your goalie, Caitlin Emanuel. Can you talk about their play in the Minnesota Duluth game? Yeah,
Brittany Beckman was a player who played a ton of minutes for us this weekend in the back line, did a fantastic job for us. Really, we've been kind of moving her around a little bit this season, and for a number of different reasons, she got put into the center back spot and really made it her own this weekend. And so we were really pleased with the performance that she put in over the 2 days. And Caitlin Emanuel, who's been strong for us all year between the pipes, had another really good weekend, made some big saves against Duluth, and then did the same thing again against St. Cloud. And really has just done her part to keep us in the mix of things. Goalkeepers can never win you the game, but they can certainly help you stay in the mix. And that's exactly what Caitlin Emanuel has done for us this weekend as well as past weekends.
All right, Coach. So this past weekend was Minnesota. This coming weekend is North Dakota, University of Mary, and Minot State. Why don't you tell us about what you're looking for against University of Mary?
Mary's a team that is a good team that played us fairly competitively here last year. They're a team that can cause you problems if you're not careful, and so we need to go out there and have a solid performance. And if we play a solid 90 minutes, I like where we are, and so they're a formidable opponent for sure. And really, there are no easy games in this league, and we talk about that all the time. And if you look across the scoreboard from just this past weekend, they were all over the place. Scores were, and so Mary's a good team, but if we go out there and put it in a solid performance, I think we can come away with 3 points.
And then will there be anything different with the Minot State matchup, or is that just going to be more of what you're looking for from the University of Mary standpoint?
We've played Minot 3 times in the last 2 years, and all of them have been 1-goal games. And I would expect more of the same. They're a tough opponent. They're difficult to play. Certainly being up in North Dakota, gives them a little bit of an edge for sure. But that game has always been a tough game. It's been a physical game. And I would imagine much of the same, and this will be another gritty performance that will be needed from the Peacocks. But again, certainly a game that we hope we can get 3 points out of.
And there you have it, Peacock fans. Peacock women's soccer away again this weekend, Saturday at the University of Mary and Sunday at Minot State. You can find all the results at upperitiowaathletics.com. Until next time, Peacock fans, I'm Jim Lowry. Thanks for watching.